All right, welcome back, Canal Street Dreams. We have a delightful old friend with a lot of new projects right now, DJ, model, co-founder of Spread the Jelly, Amrit. Welcome to the show. Also a Pisces.
Taking some creative liberties with model, but I'll take it. Thank you. Yeah.
For sure. I think so. I mean, you just had a Gap campaign, no?
You didn't say C grade
Period.
influencer, so I'll take it.
Yeah,
I'll take
model's
it.
better than
Model.
influencer.
Mompreneur.
Mompreneur.
Mompreneur model.
Yeah.
I'm so excited to talk about Spread the Jelly, by the way.
Thank you. And like fun fact is that I met my business partner, Lauren, through Eddie.
Yeah, no, because
Oh,
Lauren's
yeah.
husband is South Shore.
Right.
David Lavin, the original producer of
Yeah.
Fresh Off the Boat, Wong's World.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So very
Who's the best?
I
Yeah,
love
interesting
that.
link up. And I DJ'd their wedding, and then
Oh, the one in Goldeneye. No, in
in
Rock
Jamaica
House.
in Rock House.
Yeah.
And then we like connected after having kids,
Yeah.
and I was like, man, this shit is really hard.
I know.
And also everything everything in the motherhood space didn't feel like it was something I could identify with, and she was like, me too, and then we just reconnected.
Yeah, and I'll say, Lauren, your partner, is the original, like, internet social media person I ever met.
Oh, she's the selfie queen.
Ever.
She is a pro. Her angles are so good. I'm like teaching you your way,
Yeah.
sister.
Because she was the first person I'd ever met that had the job social media for Coach. Because we were doing Fresh Off the Boat on Vice, and David was like, you should get an Instagram. I'm like, what is it? And
I love that.
he was like, dude, Lauren started this for
adopter.
Coach. Yeah.
Yeah, early adopter.
Lauren was like the early adopter of like everything internet. I had no idea.
Yeah, she had a burgeoning food blog with a lot of really great talent. Like,
Yeah. She's always been like internet entrepreneur. Incredible.
Amazing.
So shout out Lauren
Yeah.
Levinger.
yeah, new parent circle right here.
Yeah.
I know. It's so nice.
Sorry, guys, I have a toddler, which means I'm like perpetually
Always sick.
got a lingering cough.
Yeah, no, but we've been friends for a while, and then we were talking about guests, and Natasha was just like, what about this woman, Amrit, that does Spread the Jelly? I'm like, oh my God,
I like
have
knew
to.
that you guys were friends, and I was like, I'm obsessed with Spread the
Aw.
Jelly because there really isn't a lot of spaces for moms who can just speak openly without there being this like weird criticism. I find sometimes it's like you can't say the truth without somebody being like, oh, so you hate being a mom. And it's like, no, I love being a mom, but also shit's hard. Like I need a space to talk my shit. And other people are like, yeah.
It's also a space where it's like we can present all these, I don't like to use advice, like perspective, and you can cherry pick what works for your life, because what works for a woman in, the suburbs isn't what would work for someone who lives in New York, and that's okay. And also, I think we like to be the non-scary, because parenting online can be so scary.
Yeah.
And when public figure, I'm like using that word,
Model.
moderately, but I think when you open your child up to that avenue, and we're so used to, I think you develop this thick skin when you share your life. But with my daughter, I see blood, I see red if anyone's
same.
like, because at the end of the day, it's like, I'm her mom. Do you think I would put her, like, do you think we would put our kids in a situation that would endanger, like little things where I'm like, oh yes, like obviously I've like my interest is, her best interest is my best interest. So it can be a weird, parenting online is very tricky, and we just like to be that cool older sister that's like, take it or leave it.
Yeah. No,
These
I
are
love
all the
it.
different ways it exists.
Yeah, no, she really related to it. And like I get to look at it and I'm like, oh, that's the POV,
Yeah.
Because I think as a husband, father, there's a lot of times where your relationship with your wife changes so much that you're just like, what is going on? And then as a man, you don't have as many outlets. I think men just complain. We go to the bar, we go play ball, we complain, we talk shit. It's not productive. So I like don't hang out with many friends anymore, because I'm smart enough and self-aware enough to know I'm like, it's not a problem with us. This is the situation.
Have you ever seen those like photos of men when their wives are in labor? And it's always them like they're like dying, whereas the woman's like literally pushing her life out, and she's like,
chilling.
yeah, and the man's like fainting and like vomiting.
Yeah, no, I can't respect that. He delivered our baby.
I have a bone to pick with Eddie because I heard that you didn't stay the night.
No, he didn't stay the night. But to be
I
fair,
stayed the night and not the next
no,
night.
you didn't stay the night because I gave birth at 1 a.m. and then by the time we got to the room, it was like 5 a.m. and then he left at probably like 10 a.m. and then didn't stay the next night, which everybody did think was weird. But I did tell him because I was just like, I mean, I just know you.
Everybody
and,
thought it was weird.
Even our pediatrician like came to the hospital and he was like, "Where's Eddie?" And
I was like, is this a podcast
"Oh."
bit or is this real? I
No,
need
it
to
was
get
real.
clarity
He
on
also,
the situation.
to be fair, like he fucks a lot of things up. Like the day I got home from the hospital, he had his homies over.
I heard that too. Yeah,
fucking crazy.
I'm like I was like ready to throw hands.
Yeah,
I'm like,
it was
let's
crazy.
go.
And
Yes,
I
no,
think
you guys can
that-
beat me up this
No,
episode
but
Yeah.
for
do you
sure.
think like karmically he's gonna get something? And
100%.
and like that's fine. Because I
Karmically
just
what?
I mean, I literally had our child, and I think your brain doesn't go to like, oh, is she okay? Like, is she gonna need help? Like, is her vagina hurting? Does
And he's
she
like,
need
I
help to
need
go to the
support.
bathroom?
I need my
wanted a
man
selfie.
tribe.
The doctor
Yeah.
showed up in an
No,
Avengers
I
t-shirt.
just
Was like, "Can I get a
think
selfie
that-
of this?"
Oh my God.
I just think that
You're trying
my,
to spare the fandom.
my
moment.
expectations were just like bottomed out. Like they were at 0. So I was just like, just go home. Like you're not going to do anything anyways.
You
and
know
then
that
did he do anything
This
anyways?
is what dads
No.
do. It's like a manipulative trick where they set the bar really low. So like anything they do after.
Weaponized, incompetent.
Yeah,
Your
weaponized
husband seems cool though.
He's really great. He's actually, we're very 50-50. If not,
Yeah.
it's like 60-40. He's more. Just because she's daddy's girl. And not to play into
yeah.
like gender tropes, but that's a very real
Yeah,
thing.
he's like engaged. He's like a lot better than me.
Sometimes I think Eddie wakes up and he's like, oh yeah, we have a kid.
I do think that the like mama's boy. I watched.
Being so for real. I'm not even kidding.
I watched a reel yesterday, and it was this mom had exchanged babies with a friend of hers, and
Like for the day?
So they go home, and the dad is holding the baby, this random doppelganger baby. No, doesn't notice for like 2 hours. Is talking to the baby. He's like trying to.
okay, but what age?
Like really baby
Okay,
vibes.
okay.
But it took him like 2 hours to realize because it had the timestamps, and I'm like, men,
I don't think he would know.
no, nothing to follow.
If we did this at like pre 8 months, I don't think you would know if it was a different baby.
No, I would
Who's your
know.
baby?
Yeah, I did. I know. You're like, you got to give me enough credit for that. I know. I would
think
know which
we
one
have
is
to
our
do a
baby.
lineup. Let's
I
do a
don't-
lineup of photos. Some
Yeah.
like,
Of, like,
AI.
baby photos?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Chris, can you
genuinely,
turn on the AC?
I don't think he would know.
Okay, no worries.
I don't
So
think-
No,
sorry.
I was watching it being like, no. And it keeps going and keeps going. And he's like touching the baby's nose. And
Yeah.
he's like laughing with the baby. I'm like, sir, that is not your baby. Like, that is a stranger.
It's like a different gender too. He's like, I have
probably.
no idea.
Yeah.
Like, it's fine.
probably.
But yo, I'm pretty good with them one-on-one.
Yeah.
Like one-on-one,
Well,
I'm good with them.
I will say too, and people might not want to cop to this publicly, but I will. The first like 18 months, they're like kind of a blob.
Yeah.
They're kind of a no,
I
they're
say
not
no.
a drag.
I
but
say this
yeah.
all the time. I honestly
yeah.
didn't, not that I didn't enjoy it. I'm just not a newborn mom. Like, it's cool, but you're just like taking care of this life and we got to keep you alive and we're doing what we have to do and it's great. But like, I didn't start having a lot of fun until 18 months. And I
Yeah.
also didn't, I felt like shit. I had like postpartum anxiety. And then magically around 18 months, I was like, oh, I like woke up and was happy. I was like, I'm really enjoying this now. This is a lot of fun.
And they can engage back with
Yeah.
you, and like in the beginning, they're kind of just like blobs.
yeah.
Yeah. I'll cop it. I'll cop to it publicly.
Yeah.
Like
I-
if you can
I
just
say the
drop a
same.
stork 13-ish months to me,
Yeah.
I'll take it next time
I'll
like
even
that.
take 2. I'm like, listen, we're like circling the block. He's going to be
Yeah.
2 in September. And if you like, now I really don't like separating from him. Like an hour away, even just like taking a walk. I'm like, no, I want you to come. I want to be attached to him at every, because I'm like, I cannot
You
miss a
do
second.
and you don't. Like
Yeah.
both at the same time. Like
Yeah.
I had a meltdown a couple of weekends ago, and I said, we have a place in Connecticut too. And I said to my husband, like, you need to take her. You guys go to the house. Do not call me. Do not ask me for anything. I will be at yoga. I'll be getting a massage. And I've actually never done this before.
Yeah.
She's 2.5. We obviously have time apart for work stuff, but I've never done it for leisure. I'm like, I want to be in the city. I want to go to a movie, a daytime movie. You know, just things
Yeah.
you would never do. But they left. And 8 hours in, I was like, I miss them. I mean,
I
obviously I had a
like
great
that though.
time.
I like that setup. The
Yeah.
first time that she trusted me with the baby alone was because she had to go get a root canal and there was no other option. And it was so funny.
literally-
She
I
started
was calling the nanny
sobbing.
crying because I
She
was
started
like, "Please
sobbing
come,
because
please
she was like,
come."
I have to trust you. And I'm like,
Well, to
I'm
be
your
fair,
only option.
He was like 10 months old and he'd never spent any time alone with him.
Yeah.
But we had a great time and he went to bed and we watched, like, we karaoke'd. I turned on the karaoke machine and we karaoke'd.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
And the more you do it, what song?
I mean, George Michael and then Future Drake.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
what kind
And-
of inappropriate?
It was inappropriate.
I got 56
yeah.
nights
It
crazy,
was
free coach type
definitely
shit. Yeah,
Future
free
Drake.
coach.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Completely inappropriate, but he loved it.
Corrupt
he,
him young.
He loved it.
Yeah.
He knows
loved
what he's
it.
hearing. We don't really, the music choice doesn't bend for him.
Yeah, but I like so the style is because watching her with her mom, I start to understand what she likes and where in her mind I fall short. Is like her mom will follow her around the house and parent with her like that. I have a manager, like director brain where I'm like, oh, you got that? All right, cool. I got this one. I'm gonna go make money. I'm gonna go do this. I'll cook, I'll clean. I'm like, that task doesn't require two people. But like, I think you like the companionship of parenting,
I
which
think
is
I
valid.
like to spend time together as a family. I don't like, it's just if I'm there and our child's there, he's not there. If I like walk away to go to the bathroom, you'll step in.
Yeah.
But I don't know why. I don't know what, like, I don't know if your family just didn't do it that way, but spending time as a family, like
no,
all
this is
three
the best
together,
therapy. I'll tell you what it is because
works.
the thing is,
and
I don't
it's
like being,
nice.
because when you're with the kid, you're in charge. So I'm subbed and I'm just never subbed.
You're like, I'm not
anywhere.
used to being second
Yeah.
left.
I'm not
I
used
just,
to
my
it.
ego can't handle.
Well,
yeah.
then, but somebody's
Yeah.
got to be the primary parent.
You are the primary
Yeah.
parent, so I'm the substitute parent.
Yeah.
Here's the thing though, the mother-son dynamic is
Yeah, there's not room for me sometimes.
it is like I feel that way with my daughter. Like she will smack me in the face and she's like, "Mommy, no," and like push me off the bed and
Yeah,
throw
he does
herself
that.
on her dad. And I'm like, this is just how it is right now.
Yeah.
I'm like, cool. Sometimes I love not being the preferred parent. I'm going to yoga. Bye.
Yeah, no, sometimes
gonna
it's
get a
really
coffee,
nice
you know?
to be able to just like walk away and there's not a tantrum.
He can't walk away.
Yeah.
He literally cannot
Yeah.
walk away.
Me and homie have the
Yeah.
best time wrestling, but when it comes to like bedtime, he's always like, "Daddy, no." And
Yeah,
I'm
like-
bedtime guy. Like he literally is like, "Get out of here," and I have to every day go in and just be like, "Dog, it's me.
Yeah,
Like,
Yeah.
it's me tonight.
It's gonna
yeah.
be me."
And thankfully, we all travel for work a lot, so I do get a lot of alone time with her, and that's kind of where we have our moments.
Yeah.
But she is 2.5, so you know there are good moments and there are kind of like squirrely moments.
Yeah.
Yeah. We just did the Acela. She did the Acela. I was just like writing a script next to them, but
Yeah.
Acela with the kid was hilarious.
He was
'Cause
fine though. I mean, he was big chilling this time.
But the first 25 minutes was hilarious because he was screaming and everyone on the train around us was trying to like, yo, what up, homie? And he just get louder. I'm like, just let her handle.
Yeah,
Like,
just
she's
let him
got
rip.
this.
Yeah, that's my thing. Just let him rip. Like I love people in public spaces being like, "Oh, I'll like try to entertain your baby," but people in the Acela were like, "Can I take him?" And I was like, "No, I don't like.
Yeah,
I don't
it was
think I'm
really
gonna let
funny.
you hold him." I love the sentiment, but I was
Yeah.
like, I think we're
I
just
appreciate the
chill.
support.
Yeah, I was like, I don't think you want to hold him right now. Like he's physical. Like he will beat the shit out of you.
Wow, that's boy stuff.
Unintentionally, it's boy stuff for sure.
I also feel no mom wants to be in public and people are like, "Are you okay? Do you need help?"
Oh,
It's like,
I have.
I don't- I like it.
have before. Like, I've been on a flight where, like, 3 hours in, the attendant comes up to me and she came up to me with a glass of wine and
Oh, that's
she
sweet.
like looked at
That's
me and
cute.
I looked at her and I obviously didn't ask for it and she was like, "I know you need this," and it was just this exchange of
Yeah.
like, "I got you."
Yeah.
And there have been moments too where, like, you know, now she's 2, she needs her own seat. They don't sit in that seat. It's like literally primetime robbery. You pay full
know.
price. And they're like, "Ma'am, we can't take off until she does the buckle." I'm like, "You like that's,
Yeah, you're like, you get
I'm
the
like,
2-year-old in
you
a
try-
buckle.
Like, you
That's
try to
crazy.
take- you know.
Yeah.
hey, like, I don't want to hold up this whole plane. Like, let's just have her in my lap and like, let's like get the show on the road, you know?
Yeah.
So,
Good luck. Like
yeah,
Crocs.
good-
Like Crocs
try,
even, or like
yeah.
try.
I know. I'm like, try to get the
Try.
shoe on. Like,
Yeah.
we're not gonna get buckled in the seat. That's insane.
Yeah, and the algorithm keeps sending me these videos that are like, Crocs are bad for kids' feet. They melt and the toxins go in the feet. I'm like,
I know.
oh my God. But I'm like, how do we get him in a shoe? You know, you can't get him in a shoe.
and they want to do it themselves. But
Yeah.
we, as like people who have lived in New York and dated here for a really long time, are perfectly primed to conflict negotiation and hostile takedowns. And everything is a game.
Yeah.
You know, everything is like a mind game in a positive way because they want autonomy. So it's like, I pick 3 things out. This is what you're wearing today. And then the one thing that I like don't really want her to wear, I'll hold up and go, this is so cute. Like, you should wear this. And she's like, no. And then it's the next thing. I'm like, what about that? Like, but secretly the one thing I wanted to wear is the thing I'm ignoring. And she's like, this is the one I want to wear. So I'm like, yeah, mind trick.
Yeah, our son is just in love with her. Like they're in love, and her dynamic
I
with him.
rebuke this. I hate the like boy mom narrative though.
But he is, and the thing is like their dynamic is like our dynamic, which is funny because if she tells him to do something, he's like, no. If she's like, put these clothes on, he's like, no. And then wait 5 minutes, I'll come through. Hey, brother, you want to put a shirt on? Yeah, dad. You know, that's just what happens.
No, but you do have to make everything a game. Like I turn everything, even bath time. I'm like, should we go swimming with dinosaurs?
Yes.
Like, should we go in the jacuzzi? If you just say anything is not what it is, or like water, I'm like, it's dinosaur juice.
He wants
Yes.
to be
This
wooed
is
by
everything.
her.
Yeah, everything is a game. I'm like, oh, every food. I'm like, this is dinosaur meat. We're gonna eat a dinosaur.
He's
And
also
like,
a
hell
man,
yeah.
so we have to make him think like it's his idea.
know,
I
yeah,
know.
100%.
Unfortunately.
I know.
It's true. I'm not
Parenting
gonna
boys and
argue
parenting
this.
girls is so fun. Like such a difference. Sometimes I see my girlfriends that have daughters, even if they're a little bit older. Like I went to the Central Park Zoo with my girlfriend. She has a daughter, and her daughter was like, just sitting nicely in the stroller, was like enjoying everything. It was so cute. Like looking around, and my son was screaming, like, I need to touch the bear.
Yeah.
The bear needs to come out. And I was like, oh my God, we literally need to touch the bear. Like, if we don't touch the bear,
we need to go in
we're
the
all,
enclosure.
I was like,
yeah.
the zoo closes.
Yeah.
I was like, the zoo has to close. They're just so physical and so demanding.
You fully understand
in a
those
way,
stories, like
yeah.
why the parents get eaten, you know, and you're like, why the fuck were they
Yeah,
in
why
there?
did
You're
they
like,
jump in the
they
thing?
had a
I'm like,
boy.
no, I get it.
Yeah,
I
she
get
has to
it.
make
Yeah.
up full like screenplays for this kid to do anything.
Like, we're
Eat,
truly-
shower,
It's
all-
girls
really
too.
doing-
Yeah.
It's girls
Yeah,
too. Like
for
our
sure.
thing now is like pushing back bedtime. So like
Mm.
obviously like my husband and I want to have a life. We want to have a moment together. And we're trying to get it like down to bed around 7:38, but it's more like 9:30.
Mhm.
And she's pulling out every trick in the book. Like she's like that dude that you date and is just you date him for like 2 years. You give him so many chances. You're like, I would love if you did this. I would love if you did that. Please, like, come on. And then right as you're about to break up with them, like the last 2 weeks, they start pulling out all the stops because they know. And that's what my daughter does to me. Like, but it's okay because I've been there, girl. So you ain't winning. You ain't winning with me. And it's
The
like,
streets have primed
it's
you.
9 o'clock and she's like, I want to eat broccoli. This girl eats like
Oh.
3 bowls of broccoli. I'm like, okay, let's like see what else she's got in her trick. And she's like, I want to clean my toys. 9:15. I'm like, you want to clean your toys? Okay, let's do that.
I
This
respect
makes
that.
total sense though. This
I respect that.
people who dated toxic people are actually incredible parents.
Yeah.
Because you've been in a toxic relationship.
You want to eat broccoli?
before.
She's eating a full
I do
3
respect.
stalks of broccoli.
I do respect her game.
What is
though.
going on here? That's the thing. I let her ride with it.
Yeah.
So I'm happy for you to go to bed at 10 p.m. because you're winning at life right now. Like,
Yeah.
You're gonna be a
you're
powerful
playing
woman.
hardball. So
Yeah, it's like the negotiation skills are there, and
Yeah.
they should be celebrated and rewarded. It's like
Yeah,
you can't shut
Senna's
that
game
down.
he's running is incredible.
I mean, Senna
Incredible.
has no bedtime game though, because I truly am only like, we're gonna read that one book that you don't like, and he's like, okay,
Must be
I'll go to
nice.
sleep. But he's almost 2, and I can see him starting to like now. Bedtime has shifted. We're like 9 p.m. and it's like you have nothing.
No,
I'm like I
because-
have nothing left. I only have go to sleep now.
yeah, and like you're in the room till 9:30 and you're
Yeah.
in darkness with white noise on, and then you step outside and people are like, what are you up to tonight? I'm like, I'm going to bed.
Yeah.
Like I've literally,
There's no other option.
the pathway is straight to my bed now.
Yeah.
Because I put
like
myself
eat a
to sleep.
handful of true fruit and go to bed. That's all I have in
I
me.
frequently fall asleep with him, and then like
Yeah.
around 9, I'm like, what just happened?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
All right, so
That's
your
the other
bedtime.
thing.
We were both. So like her dad does final bedtime hour, which is like putting her down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
But we do the bedtime story together.
God. Yeah.
Yeah, and she's bossy. She knows what she wants, and the tone shifts too. You know, she's like, "Mommy, Daddy."
It's so funny.
I'm like, excuse me. Like sometimes I want to record it because I'm like, there is no wait, Milky, not this Milky, no, not this Milky. Like,
Just warfare.
I'm like,
Just
what?
warfare.
and then
Yeah.
he's looking at me smiling. I'm like, I know you hear this, by the way.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
but
Our
it's
son
fine.
is the same. I'll be like, can we get our Bubba? And he's like, no. And then he comes in with a thing. Hi, Daddy.
Hi, Daddy.
Hi. And I'm like,
You're like, it's like The
okay.
Exorcist. Like, you're like, who is this kid?
And sometimes he takes him
Because-
and he's like, I just had the nicest afternoon with him. We played dinosaurs and he was fine. And then like I come and I get the dinosaur's getting whipped at my head and then I'm just getting bit and like I look like I just came through hell.
But at this
And
age,
he-
the kids love the mom. They're in love with you guys. I'm like the homie. You know, it's like
Yeah.
if you and I like,
Well, that's how they get their oxytocin.
You will
Yes.
you
Is
will
playing
say
with
the
dad.
wildest stuff to me, right? In
Yeah.
our relationship, we're in love. We love each other. You'll beef with me. Even if we're beefing, you'll go outside and be the loveliest person because that person's not going to eat that shit.
Yeah.
He's the same way because I'm just not going to eat it. So he's like, I got to be cool with that.
No, for sure. There
gotta
is a
be
level
cool.
of like they are the worst with their mom.
Well-
and my mom has told me that. She's like, you were the worst with me. Everybody you were around was like, she's an angel. And then you would come home and destroy my life.
And they don't see the separation from you. So
Yeah.
they want to be with like dad or whatever because to them, you're a part of them. Like they don't really kind of need to be with you. They don't see themselves outside of you.
Yeah, which I love.
that's
and
what
is
I
so
tell myself.
special. I tell myself the same thing. Well, isn't it for like the first, I read when I was freshly postpartum, it was like for the first 4 months, like your baby truly thinks that they're still inside of you.
Yes.
Like
yes.
you're feeding
It's
them
crazy.
or whatever you're doing, but they don't, there's no separation in those first 4 months. And I just thought that was like the most beautiful sentiment. I
It's
was
like one
oh
of
my
the
God, we're still together.
few nice postpartum things
it's
out
like
of
the
all the
little
like
sprinkle that you get of like, okay, this is boosting my day.
yeah, your kid will like love
Yeah.
you forever and cannot see their lives without you. But also like your teeth are falling out, your hair falling out.
Yeah.
You're about to go on a psychosis break and lose your goddamn
Yeah.
mind. But there's this like one nice thing though.
Yeah. Do you ever
You
see
know-
the girl with the list?
No.
There's like on the internet, I don't know if it's TikTok, I don't know if it's like Instagram, but there's a girl, and anytime somebody says something about postpartum, like your teeth fall out or whatever, like there's so many things that happen when you have a baby that you just, as a woman, I didn't know. Like nobody had told me. You find out later, but she has the running list.
Oh God.
And she like keeps the list and like however like many weeks or months she'll be like, oh, adding that to the list, and they'll be like, where's the girl with the list?
No, I cannot look at that list.
I don't
until
want to
I'm
know the
done
list.
popping
I don't.
kids
Yeah, I
out.
don't even want to know the
Because,
list. I've come across it, and I'm like, no, thank you. Like,
No.
I don't want to know more.
There's like some things where I'm like, why didn't anybody tell me about like the first poop after having the baby is like the actual
yeah.
second thing you deliver. You're like, what the hell is happening here?
Yeah.
Like my body's gone into shock. It doesn't know how to function anymore. I'm like sitting here like, this is probably not going to happen. I'm just going to have to hold all my shits for the rest of my life.
That colace.
And then you're like calling every mom, you know, like that first shit, like just those things where you're
Yeah.
like, why
Is
didn't
it just
anybody
like
tell me?
Nagasaki? Like it's
I
just,
took so much colace. Like,
Like,
I was
you're
truly
jammed up.
Yeah,
Wow.
I was
You're
taking
jammed up
everything.
real good.
I was also so scared to pee because like if you
Oh, yeah.
if you deliver vaginally, you have to pee within the first X amount of hours or you need a catheter. Nobody tells you that either.
Oh yeah.
So I remember I gave birth and then they're like, you gotta pee. And I kept being like, I don't wanna go. Like I was like holding my pee. I was like, I don't want to. Like I'm scared. Something just came out of there that's never come out before and I'm scared. Everybody's like, it's just the pee is the worst. And I remember I peed and I was like holding on to the thing. I was like, I'm so scared.
oh my God.
and then you're like,
And he was at home like watching a movie and like smoking a joint. He was like, oh, I just had a kid.
His friends are over.
Meanwhile,
His
I'm
friends friends are
Watching,
over.
yeah,
His
you're
friends
watching
are
the
over.
season opener.
Meanwhile, I'm in a
Commander
hospital, like,
Sky.
having a panic attack. I'm like, I'm scared to pee.
But then also, those are the things you're like, why didn't you guys tell me this?
Yeah.
Why didn't anybody tell me this?
I would have liked to know. And then also, like, I just did. Maybe I'm a dumbass, but I didn't anticipate like my vagina to hurt for so long. Like it was like weeks, and I was sitting on an ice pack.
Oh yeah,
like,
I had an emergency C-section in the
Okay,
end, so I didn't.
okay.
I don't know that.
Girl,
Maybe I will one day.
I
I
was
don't know.
not vibing with that. I was like, no. I thought for sure like a week. I was like a week, 2 weeks. Like we'll be.
You're like,
and
girl,
then we'll
you've
be in
never
the
let me down
clear.
before. What's going on
And then
here?
I was like, what is happening? Like being in the car, you're like, what the fuck is this?
Damn, I'm the worst too because I accidentally like hit it a little early, like around the like 2-week mark.
No,
I-
you went down on me. We did not have sex.
I think I have. The
But that
email
was, like,
with
he
that.
was trying to have
I waited.
sex.
Also, but the discourse around having sex after pregnancy is so interesting to me.
Because I read something that it was 2 weeks, so I like tried to do stuff, and
So
then,
his timer went off, and he was like,
Yeah.
"It's time
No,
to go."
and then the doctor was like, Eddie, 4, and I was like, oh,
no, because I texted our doctor and I was like,
Yeah.
oh, what's a no? Because I was like feeling kind of good. I didn't tear.
You need your doctor on the show.
So
He's
I
like, not these
texted-
freaky deaky
And
people
he's
being like, when
been-
can we fuck?
Has he been on? No, he hasn't been on. But we were thinking about having him on. I texted him around 2 weeks and I was like, can he go down on me? And he was like, yeah, that's fine. Just don't have no penetrative sex. He was like, you don't want an infection.
Love
And I was
that.
like, okay. But our doctor's whole thing was like, you will not tear. The whole pregnancy, he was like, if you deliver vaginally, you will not tear. And I
Yo,
was
I
like,
watched this guy do it.
okay.
He was in there like,
Because I don't know why, like I was just, not that I was worried
Okay,
about it, but
pussy
I,
popper.
Yeah.
he literally popped my pussy, didn't tear.
and he
And
just
I-
goes, Eddie, grab the elbow, and I was like,
Yeah.
got it.
Well,
Like,
he did
I will
the
do
delivery,
anything to not tear
essentially.
this.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
he did it, but then our doctor was just like, boop.
See,
Just a little boop.
my doctor, who is actually so amazing, didn't deliver my baby because he was at Pride in Australia.
No.
Yes, true story. And he sees me the last like appointment he has, and he's like, okay, everything looks good. Like, don't worry, you're not giving birth soon. I'm going to Sydney for Pride. He's like shirtless dancing to Kylie Minogue.
Oh my God.
I go in the next week. I meet this random person who's like, you have to have the baby today. You have preeclampsia. And I thought she was joking. And I'm like, I'm like so mad. I'm like, Vicky, how dare you? Meanwhile, he's like, I'm spinning around. Like he's like having the time of his life. Like I'm like
Glow
blasting.
sticks, just like-
no, I know. I'm like, do you know like what I'm doing right now? I'm having the baby. That's okay.
No,
we still
that's
love
okay.
him.
nightmare.
I was
Yeah.
our doctor. He was telling me like towards our last visits because I would be like, oh, like what's up? Like September is just a big month for babies. They're all like born in September apparently because
Yeah, New
everybody
Year's,
gets
baby.
pregnant
Everybody's
Yeah.
just like
Yep.
at catch
And
stay.
he was
It's
like,
going
he's like, you're the
crazy.
last of this round, and then once you have your baby, I finally get to go on vacation. And I was like, do not leave.
You're
Yeah.
I was like, if you leave,
air tag.
yeah, I
air
was like,
tag.
you're staying here. If
See,
you don't
luckily
deliver
I
this
developed a
baby-
friendship with him because remember, he did move his vacation.
He did. I was like, there's no way.
I developed a
I was
friendship.
like, you will not be leaving this city. I was
Wow.
like, you're not even going to fucking Santa Barbara. Like, you're
Nope.
keeping your ass
I
here.
love this guy.
You're
I
like,
was
you know
doing
what? We're
stand-up
moving you
every
in.
time.
We're moving you in.
Yeah, I was like, I would love for him if he could have just lived in our house. I would have. I mean, I was there every week. He was the best. I was just popping
Dr.
up.
Rad. Shout
I
out
love
Dr. Steve Rad.
He also
Also,
just had twins.
Shout
so.
out Dr. Finky, even though he wasn't there. Whatever. We still love you.
Shout out Dr. Finky at
You were
Pride.
having a good time. But I can't hate on that. I cannot hate on that.
Yeah.
You kind of, it's kind of the perfect rom-com. Like I'm picturing your doctor as like gay Russell Brand at Pride
Yeah.
Honestly, and
from
like
Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
and like listen, like John, pretty much, and John loved him because they had like similar banter. He'd be like,
Yeah.
John like would walk into the appointment with this like obnoxious camcorder that he had. He'd like look under my dressing gown and be like, "Are we doing a pap smear today?" And Finky'd be like, let me show you." Like they had good banter, so I
Yeah.
really feel like they
Yeah.
could have broed out in the delivery room. Maybe another issue.
Yeah, I really got along with our OB.
A little too much.
A little too much, yeah.
We
Well,
started like
actually,
going to dinner together and stuff.
We started going to dinner. No, I actually loved going. Like everybody in the office was so good because he would say insane shit that I think anywhere else they probably would have like flagged us. Yeah.
CPS is there
It's
just
like, I
waiting
remember
at the delivery
first-
room.
We found out it was a boy in the first ultrasound. He's like, "Damn, his dick is huge," and I was just like, "Oh my god,
Screaming.
they're gonna literally flag us!" Like just commentary. That was. We also found out My due date was 9/11. So
Oh
there
my
was a
God.
lot of jokes. Like we were like, should
Yeah.
we name him George W?
Oh my
like,
God.
there was
George
a
W.
lot.
Wong kind of
George W.
fire.
Yeah.
Wong kind of hits. Like it
Yeah.
was on the list for a little bit.
You kind of need to lean into that though.
You can't
yeah.
be so serious because I'm like, before 20 weeks, like you're just in this like weird limbo phase of what the fuck is going on. And so we were just like, it was a comedy set every time. And they were very receptive to it and cool.
Yeah.
which
I was just testing
appreciated.
boundaries because he told her it was a 9/11 due date. And then I was just like, oh, that makes sense because she's missing a tube. I was like, that makes sense. One of her towers is down too. And he was just like, oh my God.
You know that minute of like, are they gonna laugh and be
Yeah.
my homie, or are they gonna turn on me vibes?
And he just started to Instagram me and we became homies. We started to eat Chinese food together in like LA.
Wait, no, I have like an even worse 9/11 joke.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Dare
Let's
I
hear
say
it?
it?
Yeah,
Please.
please.
This is a safe space for 9/11.
So my Wi-Fi, I made my Wi-Fi investigate 9/11.
I love that.
And that really caused some drama in my building. Like my old building that I lived in, because then people were like, whose Wi-Fi name is this? It's so disrespectful. Like, I guess someone's like dad had died in 9. There was like
Oh,
some
Pete
personal.
Davidson's in your building.
Exactly. So someone's
Period.
Pete Davidson. Yeah, nice one.
Period.
And so then I'm like going along with it because I'm like, I'm not going to be added. And I'm like, yeah, whose is that? Like who would do this? Like who could, like also like going along with it because I'm like, who the fuck would like make a disgusting joke like that?
I can't believe that
Never
it was
caught
this
to it.
controversial. I
I
truly.
also just, it was like an offhanded funny. It was also
I love
LA.
playing
It's
along with it is even
hilarious.
better.
Also LA. I'm like, why do you guys care this much?
Yeah.
Like you're
Yeah,
like
you
I
you
would
guys
shouldn't
want to be
shouldn't
friends
care.
with the person. I'm like, could I
Fucking
bring
posers.
a vodka to
Dark
the person
humor.
that has investigated
Yeah, I would have been
9/11?
like, this is my best friend, honestly. Like the amount of times I'm like, who the fuck did Bush did it?
So
Like
I
Bush
kept,
did 9/11.
I kept going along with it. I'm like, who would do that? Such poor taste. Like, I'm like, they're not catching me out. I'm not living with these people.
You just
who hate
phase
me.
it out slowly. It just goes from like
Yeah.
investigate 9/11 to investigate 9.
Yeah,
Just
investigate.
Just
Investigate. Yeah.
It's just investigate.
Can we ask how you met your husband, John? Like the love
Yeah,
story?
Raya.
I would.
We met on
Oh,
Raya.
Yeah, Raya,
Wow.
bringing people
We
together.
met, everybody
Yeah.
meets on Raya.
Wow.
Yeah. And the funny thing is, he had reached out to a mutual friend, and my mutual friend was like, you're not her type. Which at the time he was right. Because I had really poor standards. And then like we kept orbiting each other's worlds. We were always in like other situations. And then we eventually he had like DM'd me a while back, but I never saw it. Like he's not on in like social media like that. So I think I might have like clicked on his page and there were no photos of him. I'm like, no, I don't know. I don't know if I can trust this.
Facts were bad.
Exactly. I'm like, not pursuing. And it wasn't till like much later. I'm like, oh my gosh, you were like, but it was like lazy DMs, it was like hot eyes and fire. Like I'm like, you didn't even
Not
write
even
me
a word. Just
just no
a thing.
personal
Just-
message.
Yeah, I feel that.
Who knows? He was sending that out
She
to
ignored me
everybody.
for 2 years too.
I didn't
It was
ignore
2
him.
years too. Yeah.
Okay, that's so crazy.
Yeah.
When was is this some Pisces shit?
Yo,
because
this is
were we all
crazy
on
because
some,
we
like,
were also
Pisces timeline?
single around the same time talking about like we want to meet someone because I met her 2021.
Meanwhile, we're like dubbing all like the eligible people. We're like, we want to meet someone.
Well, I mean, we know we were all dating. We were dating each other's homies.
Yes.
So we know who the other people were. It's fine.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Shout
out the others.
We love the
May
others.
they remain anonymous forever unless you do a really deep dive on Instagram. And
Yeah.
then in that case, you deserve to know.
Whatever's
But-
not archived,
Exactly. Oh, yeah.
That
I'm
part.
a non-archiver. Like, I leave everything up. I just think, like,
Yeah,
whatever.
my shit is up.
My shit is
My
up.
shit's messy and it's up.
Same. My shit is messy. Like,
Yeah.
is what it is. It made...
I've archived some things. And just in the way that like I'll delete a nude. Like I don't want like if
Yes.
somebody sends me a nude deleted, like I'll archive us. Like it doesn't I feel like I didn't before getting married and having
Yeah.
a kid, but also I'm like not that online. But I'm like, I don't know. I just feel like
There are, like, certain things you're like, oh.
I
I
also
was
just
really
feel like if we
doing that.
weren't married, I don't know you.
Yes.
Do you know? Like,
Yeah.
but, like honestly, like any of my exes, I'm like, I don't know you, and you don't know me. So get that picture the fuck off your thing.
See, I like
don't know
never
you.
really shared people where
Yeah.
when I posted my wedding to John and we eloped in Vegas, people were like, "You have a boyfriend?" Like my debut of him was the wedding photo, and they were like, "What?"
I definitely was like, "Oh shit!"
Yeah, I'm like,
and I was like,
"Surprise!"
"I'm gonna have to check on the homies."
Slightly iconic though, like just being like, "Here's my man."
Literally, like,
and
yes.
it's the man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because I think too, like dating in the city for over a decade, it's like it becomes so incestuous. You're all like
Yeah.
everybody's dating each other's leftovers.
For sure.
Recycling, microwave, beep. And
Truly.
so then I was like, finally, like an untouched, handsome man from the Midwest who's handy.
Pure and keep him safe.
Yeah, I was like, I'm like, I'm
Can you
not
pronounce
posting this man.
Loewe?
Yeah. He did
No,
work in
hopefully
fashion.
not.
Yeah, but like, you know what? He did work in fashion. One of the like rare like straight men in the Condé Nast building at the time. I think there were like
God.
3 of them. You know, so it was like, I am not posting this until like we are locked in
Yeah.
by the law. Like the
That's
stories
pretty
here
smart.
and there.
That's
stories
pretty
here
smart.
and there. Yeah. And yeah, but I mean, we also like got engaged, like got married, engaged, had a baby like first 6 months because we were like,
Yeah,
we know
we were
that
same.
this is like the thing.
Yeah.
We've done enough to know like when we met the right person, you know. We never also like, I don't know if it was the same for you guys, but we never had a conversation about what are we. We just immediately
No.
were like,
Yeah.
this is it.
I was just
No,
pregnant.
she was pregnant.
Yeah, same. See, I was pregnant at our
like-
wedding.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
I was pregnant at our wedding.
Yeah.
I was just like, period. Like, I'm pregnant. This is what we're
Yeah.
doing now, bitch. Like,
Exactly.
Yeah.
This is it.
Can't
This
get
is
rid of
we
me.
like committed to the bit.
When
Yeah.
you've been like a veteran in the street, you know, you just know when it's your
Yeah.
person.
Yeah.
You're just like, I
Yeah.
have done.
it was very unspoken. It was
Yes.
some like ether shit. You know,
Yeah.
I was like, the conversation happened above us, like in the
yes,
cloud.
it did. It
I
did.
was
And
just
like,
okay.
and then you look back on everything, and you're like, wow, like I really like tried to make shit work for years.
I
And
know.
suddenly, like 1 week into something, I'm like, oh. And we also like, I was living in LA at the time, came to New York. We like finally met in person. We hung out for a week straight, like got our belly buttons pierced, like
Oh,
walked
I
the
love that.
Williamsburg,
Very
like just
13.
being like really annoying. And then on the last day, he drops me to the airport and we both are like, what are we gonna do? We never said, what are we? You know, we were just like, how are we gonna make this work?
Yo, we're like the same people because
It's
we
crazy
hung
the
out for
same-
like
I
3
was in
weeks
New
in LA
York.
doing
Yeah.
like corny, cute stuff. Like she
Mhm.
went on a date with me and my dad, and like my
Yeah.
dad showed her his
It was
foot.
really cute.
Yeah, he was like, "You ever seen a foot with gout?" And he pulled it out.
And I had it. It was truly my first gout foot. And I was so excited.
You were
I
in the
was like-
family immediately.
I mean, I
Immediately.
saw his gout foot.
Yeah.
That was the conversation.
Yeah.
I
And
think.
And then I hit her up to like hang one day, and she's like, "Oh, I'm on the way to the airport." I was like, "Wait, what? Like, wait, can I take you?" She's like, "No, I'm like on the way." And I was like, "Where are you going?" She's like, "Oh, I'm gonna go to Boston." And I was like, "Okay." And then I made up fake work to go meet her in Boston and
my
like
God,
lock,
fake business.
lock in.
Wow.
Because I'm like you, I was like,
Yeah.
this doesn't come around.
yeah, no,
This
no.
doesn't come around.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I basically got back to LA and was like, I have a spare room. Like, we will have space. Move here. We can figure it
Yeah.
out. And we did. We did back and forth like straight away.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
then eventually
We
he
did the
moved.
same thing.
Yeah.
That's so crazy.
Because we were dating like shopping for food at Gristides before. Just like, yeah, I'll take this like 2 days left on that avocado. I'll take it.
You're like, I'll roll the dice. like,
I'll cut around the brown
yeah,
part.
it's like when you
Bye.
have sushi and it's been in the fridge for like 4 days, you're like, yeah, I can risk
Fuck
it.
it,
Yeah, fuck it,
I
fuck
don't,
it.
I don't
fuck
have anything
it.
going on
Invented
this
sushi.
weekend.
Exactly.
It's
You never
fine.
know if it'll work out or not. Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at us though, parents.
I know.
Just killing
It all
it.
works
Happily
out.
married.
It all
Yeah.
works out.
No,
It did work
I'm
out.
happier than I ever could have imagined could be. But it's like you. I tried many things. I had many therapists.
Good to
and
know.
It's just like it's the person.
But I think we're all better for it.
Yes.
Do you know, like, I'm like, every shitty relationship or along the way or situationship or whatever, I'm like, I feel like I wouldn't be able to show up as good as I can in our relationship if I didn't have things to like look back on or learn from.
Or survived. Like
Yeah.
I mean, truly.
Survived.
we have
Surviving.
survived some insane
Truly.
dating situations,
Yes.
guys.
Yeah.
I also had really great relationships where I was like, your like reason was to show me that I could be in a healthy relationship or,
Yeah.
you know, I could trust, I can love, like
Totally.
all these things. And then I finally had all the lessons and I met the right person. But I moved to LA. I was celibate for a year. I didn't drink. I was doing a lot of service. Like I changed my whole life. And then when I met, and I still had a roster.
Of course.
meet him and deaded the roster before we went on our first date because I knew like something in the back of my mind. I was like, I don't want to bring messy baggage. Like I don't want to live the same story. Like I've done this for 15 years.
Yeah.
Like I'm good. I don't need to.
That's so funny. I did the
Yeah.
same thing. I like had conversations with people where I was like, I don't think that you can rely on this to ever like, don't talk to me again.
Same. I literally was
I think
this
that you
is
should just
over.
go away.
Yeah, I like cut all my key players, all stop,
Yeah.
benched everybody.
Hang up the
shut
jerseys.
team
bench
down. I
was-
shut the team down.
Yeah, the bench was
Yeah.
dusty for
Yeah.
a second. Yeah.
So, you know, I really knew that this was my person.
What was the thing that was it just a feeling for you?
It
what
was a feeling.
Yeah.
And the crazy thing was like I hadn't like never really even been in a serious interracial relationship before until like he was so far from, you know, like I was always dating like the industry guy. He like loves to cut trees and like has a chainsaw and like he was just so different to my typical type that it was, even for myself, I was like, wow, this was a surprise. But I knew from the moment I met him that he was my person. Like, what was it for you guys?
I think it was kind of the same thing. Like, what was our very first date?
Well, you were
Boxing.
worried I was sceney at first.
Yeah,
And then you got to
I thought
know
he was
me.
a little sceney, and that's just not. I was like, I'm just not. Like, I like to stay home, and I'm a homebody. Like, I was like, there's literally not one place I want to go. I'm a homebody.
Ever.
So I was like, I don't know. And he kept trying to take me. I think every date you proposed was kind of like just a
tried to-
little. I don't even know where it was, but it was just. I was like,
Boo,
I
come
feel
on.
like that's
Where was
Dr.
it?
Clark. I tried to
Okay.
take her to Dr. Clark.
Yeah, like just like I was like ran through. Like
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
you're giving me like I just don't want to play this game. And I was
Yeah.
like, I'm good. And then I remember I happened to be in LA. I wasn't even in LA to hang out with you, but I did hit him up and I was like, oh, I'm in LA if you're around, whatever. We were supposed to go on a date. You were supposed to take me somewhere to dinner. And I was like, I'm on the West Side, can't go. And then you would like, I think last ditch effort, he hit me up and he was like, do you want a box? And I was like, yeah, like, let's go, let's do that. Cause I feel
Well
like
played.
it's very disarming to be like, okay, cool, we're gonna like work out together because I just like don't like working out with men. I don't like to be perceived by men at the gym ever. So I was like, all right, cool, we'll go. And then we had lunch after, we went to Zanku. And we just had like a really good conversation where
Yeah.
I felt that I had misjudged you and we had a lot in common. And yeah, I don't know.
She misjudged me, and then I think I surprised her because she's like, "So what's up?" And I was like, "Oh, I gotta take you home." And she's like, "Oh, what are you up to?" And I was like, "It's Dipset Locks versus tonight. Like, I need to be alone on the couch and watch this." So I met her the day Dipset died, and symbolically to me, I was just like, "Oh, this is my person."
Reincarnated.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like Dipset
truly,
was my
Trisha
life.
Paytas
Yes,
vibes.
I remember.
Yeah.
You're like, no, I
I've known
know.
you for a long time, Eddie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, and I was just like, wait, Dipset is dead. They're gone. I was like, I can be a like real man now. Like, I can have relationships.
I can exit the streets.
I can
This
be
is
a man.
Symbolic. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, once Dipset
streets
died, I was
died.
just like, that's my person. Because we did have the best conversation. And I had just gotten out of some like funky situations where I had a roster and I was like wilding out. And I was like, I'm too old for this because we were all fresh out of the pandemic, 2021. And I had like found a center in Taiwan when I was alone there. And then I got dragged back into the scene in like LA, New York, 2021. Wasn't great. And I just was like, I want to stop seeing people. And about 3 weeks after I just stopped talking to everyone that was in my phone, she hit me back. And so between that and Dipset dying, I was like, this is it. It's a sign.
I truly believe that you need radical change
Mm-hmm.
because, and my therapist would always say, like, you know how this story goes. Like, you've done this before. You've literally dated this person before. You've done this job before. You've been in this self-hating situation before. Why do you continue to? And my friend Isaac always says, date a clown, expect the circus. Like, you know, that is the thing.
Period,
You know
though.
the deal. And he would always, I would call him all the time and he would be like, date a clown, expect the circus. Like, this is not new to you. You know this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think
And-
sometimes it's just the chaos. I mean, at least for myself, the chaos can be addicting. And at least there's a high. And
Well,
there's
we
a
were
low,
definitely on some
but there's a
Captain Save a
high.
Ho shit
Yeah.
for a while. We
It's-
were really
yeah.
just
Yeah.
throwing life vests in the ocean.
I'm like, oh, you're like emotionally unavailable. And, you know, don't have a bank account because your money is like under the bed, I'm gonna date you.
For sure.
Done.
Absolutely.
Like project challenge
Absolutely.
accepted. You know, and I think that I was like in savior mode for such a long time, but I really needed to save myself, and then I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I also like I love the first date that you guys had because similarly, like John and I, we had planned to meet up on like the day after I gone in, but the day I gone in, I was like, I'm walking my dog. He's like, see you at Tompkins, and it was just sporadic. I was in my playing, you know, it was really this like spur of the moment, and then we went to Takahashi, like everything. You know, we walked in.
That's
we
cute.
walked in there, and nothing was planned. There was like no expectation, and we could just show up and be ourselves.
Yeah. When you're
That's
really
really nice.
dating, you just need to like drop all the bullshit.
Yeah.
And we like did it from the first
Yeah.
date and
One,
kept
yeah.
that
We
energy.
had really dated in a way that I don't think I ever dated anyone. Like it was just friends. Like I think we were just building a friendship while we were dating. It wasn't this like, I don't know. It wasn't this like hot flame that burned out. It was very steady and very like our foundation was built. And I never had that before. Usually I was like, oh, cool. Like it's just go, 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 go. And with us, it was very like, I was like, okay, this is real. There's something real here.
It was cute. It like
Yeah.
felt rom-com. Like very like I was
Yeah.
very like neurotic the entire time.
I love
Yeah, it was very
this.
cute. It was very cute.
I heard the episode about the email. You not
Oh,
opening
yeah.
the email.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
The
that was funny.
email was funny because
Yeah.
it truly was just like spam folder. Had
Yeah.
no idea. Living
Oh
my
God,
life
I
for 3
would be
days, just
a
like
Pisces being like not having their emotional needs met that they've laid down on the line. Suicide.
I was dying.
Yeah.
I was literally just walking to the liquor store and walking back, like listening to Sky Ferreira. Everything is embarrassing.
God, no.
I'm just
not
like,
Sky
I'm
Ferreira.
so embarrassed. I sent this fucking email where I'm like, I love you and yada
meanwhile, I'm
yada.
texting him like, "Oh my god, getting a coffee. What are you doing?" Like just dumb shit.
I was like,
Jenny,
I'm
like,
about to
how was
"How was your
drive.
night?"
It's
And
like
he's-
I'm driving my car into the ocean.
yeah,
Yeah.
like
That's
literally
what I'm
one
doing.
word answers. I'm like, what is going on? Like, what has happened? Like, where's the man that I'm falling in love with? And then, boom.
But you called, right?
I called once I
Yeah.
saw it, but I
Yeah.
also felt like it was an unbelievable situation because I was literally, I had gone out and I stayed over the night at my girlfriend's because we were just like had a night. And I'm sitting on her couch in the morning and I literally said out loud to her, like she as my witness, I was like, I really need to go through my spam folder. Like this shit is annoying. Cause I kept getting the notification, like your email is. we're
And
about
had
to-
you ever gone through your
I
spam?
I am the most
That is-
unserious person in the world. I
Yeah.
haven't got a professional email in my whole ass life. Like
Yeah.
I was living a different type of lifestyle at this
Yeah.
point. Like no one was emailing me. It was Sephora. So I was like, this
Yeah,
is
she's
so
like, let me go-
annoying. I'm like, oh.
Brooklyn and let
I'm
me
like,
see what specials they
I'm
have
like, I
today.
know I'm Rouge. Like,
Yeah.
so I'm like deleting the shit and then I just saw your email and it truly is like some cosmic, like I truly would never be doing this hungover on a Sunday and I saw it and my heart dropped. I was like, oh my God.
How many days? Like how many days? Had it
3 or 4? 3, maybe.
I think it might have.
Worst
3 to
72
4,
hours
3 to
of
4.
Eddie's
But 3,
life.
I mean, 3 is 3
I was
days
like
is
scheduling
long.
an assisted suicide. I was like about to drive to Oregon or
Switzerland.
Washington.
Yeah.
I literally
Yeah.
would have
Yeah.
I would have called all my friends. Like I would have been at my mom's house, like crying in fetal position if I were you. But
Oh, my friends are ass. I called my friends and they're just like, she don't like you, bro.
that's so funny.
She don't like you, bro.
Screaming.
Like our friend that called. I told you, man, it's not for you. And I was
Yeah.
just like, motherfuck.
Let me tell you something I heard recently that changed my life. Never take advice from someone you wouldn't trade places with.
I tell him that all the time.
And that has changed my life.
I tell him that all the time.
I do not ask people for their opinion ever anymore. I'm like, you do not, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless you've done something that I like truly respect and I'm just like exactly like wouldn't trade places with you. I tell him that all the time. I'm like, do not look for advice with people that you wouldn't trade lives with immediately.
Exactly.
I only ask her, my cinematographer, Daniel, the founder of Raya, and my buddy Jared in LA. He's like very smart. That's it. There's
Yeah.
like 4 people and my buddy Ray. Like I'll ask them for advice, but I try not to ask for advice anymore.
Yeah.
You have to I try to get to that Zen place where I'm like, I can hear my voice. That's really
Totally.
important.
all the I think back on all the advice, like the blind leading the literal blind. I'm like, why was I asking this person?
Yeah.
Like what?
Yeah.
We had a lot of fun though.
We did.
We,
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
had
And like
some
and some of the
incredible
time,
times.
I'm like, it was bad advice, and I wanted to take it anyway. Like,
Exactly.
yes,
I'm like,
yeah.
truly, that's that part though.
You know what you should do? You should show up at his work.
Yeah.
You should show up at his barbershop.
100%. You should get a job at his barbershop and become the barber.
Exactly.
And then
Become
he
the
can
barber.
never escape you.
We've been at so
Exactly.
many parties where I see you and I'm like, oh, you're doing that. All right, I'm gonna do this shit too.
Yeah.
I'll do this shit
See,
too.
yeah. And on
So
that
good.
note,
Yeah.
but it gets you to where you need to go. So
Yeah.
that's really
We made
it
it.
gets you to where you need to go.
that's
Yeah.
the nice part.
Exactly.
Can we before we end, what's up next for like Spread the Jelly? Like this is an incredible thing you've started.
Thank you. We just want to continue to grow, and the reaction has been so, we launched only last year in October, and we still have I believe it's like 25,000, a community of 25,000, but we reach over 2 million accounts a month. So we're such a small team, and we're scaling to meet those needs and redevelop the site and do more community in real life, because that's what people want. We're really trying to scale to meet those needs, but it's just myself, Lauren, and then we have a couple of other fractional, really amazing people. So just trying to meet the demand, which is a really good place
Yeah.
to be.
Yeah.
Because, it's like that thing when you were having a birthday party and you're like, are people going to come? We didn't know. And we just started telling the stories that we wanted to hear. And there wasn't really much of an expectation of, we're going to make a brand. It was just kind of like, let's just share these stories that we know are missing in the space and about womanhood. And it continued to grow, and it continued to grow. All of our essays are self-submitted. So it's really nice to just grow together with the community. So that's really,
Yeah, it's really fly. Like I see in the comments certain time you have developed such a distinct voice and brand and theme that there are fans that are like, oh, I was waiting for this collab. I was
I know.
waiting for this
Totally.
woman. And like that,
It's so
that's when
nice.
you know there's a thing, because it's like being a stupid sneakerhead. Like, oh, I knew that person would do the SB. Like it's cool.
Yeah. And also, like, these women are coming to us with the most intimate details of their life, infertility, adoption, surrogacy, career struggles, highs, lows, everything. And we also created the space because we didn't just want it to be for women. It was like you said, I've learned so much, and so many of my friends without kids have been able to show up in my life in a better way because they have a better understanding and perspective. And same with the partners, and same with the brothers, and so I think expanding the conversation too in a way where it's motherhood should be accessible to everybody, so we can be a better support system
Yeah.
to them. Yeah.
No,
So-
me, John, and Dave need to do
I
the
love
the
that.
companion Spread the Butter. Remember
Yes.
when there was Mass Appeal and Misbehave?
Yeah.
Need to do that.
That's like the TikTok, the Mormon wives, like the dads are now starting to galvanize because
Yeah.
they're like, what about us?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Y'all can be,
That's cute. I
Dad
like that.
talk.
I like
Dad
Dad
that.
talk.
Dad talk.
Spread the
Very
butter.
cute.
Spread the butter.
Spread the butter. Stay the
kidding.
night at the hospital is the
Yes.
first
Exactly.
lesson.
Number one.
Don't throw the
never living
NFL
this down.
party
Don't
the
go
next
home.
day.
Yeah.
Don't go home.
I'm a good like I don't know what they call it, but like don't do what Eddie did. Like whatever Eddie does, like I am a good test case.
It's like, what would Jesus do? What would Eddie not do?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Ask yourself
Screaming.
and do the opposite.
Thank you so much for
Thanks
coming.
for having
This
This
was
is
a
the
lot of
best
fun.
time.
Oh, thank you guys.